Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Sound on my remote. Tonight's movie is Lifelike. So, 2019 film about a young, attractive couple who hires a robot to come help them with different things. And as they get closer together, their perception of humanity is altered. I don't know. It's a lousy. That's all it says on IMDb. So that's my job, to watch it a little bit, find out what it's really about in layman's terms, and then tell you if it's any good. So it's an hour and 35 minutes long, and it is currently rated on IMDb 5.4, but only 1,169 people have viewed it so far, so that's interesting. Let's get into it and find out what it's about and see if I can help you out, see if it's worth the watch. Stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Lifelike. No check-ins tonight. I apologize. I didn't think it was needed when I was going to check in. It was too far through the movie. I figured we could do it all here at the credits, and that's where we are. So, James and Sophie are the couple, live in New York, I believe, or something like that, in a loft. Whatever, young, in-love couple. And right in the beginning, he gets a phone call. Evidently, his dad died. James's dad died. They're married. I don't know if I said that, but they're married, and so they get to move out, and his father evidently had some kind of company, so the son immediately gets ownership of the company, is the CEO or something like that, and now he's running his company, and they're living in this big mansion. And his father had like help, like a maid or a housekeeper, whatever, and a butler. Well, Sophie doesn't like that. She doesn't think it's right, so she sends them all away, gives them money, and says, go follow your dreams. So now they're without help. And that's where he comes across this idea of a company that has robots who look like regular humans, that's where the guilt-free help can come in, because it's just a robot. So they go and they buy this robot or whatever, and they pick out a male robot. There's all kinds of options, and as you can imagine, well, she's still not too thrilled about it, but she's trying to work with it. But she's now trying to make a friend with him. So he's a robot. She's trying to get him to read and express different things. As that continues, the robot starts to show more emotions. And you could see maybe something coming of this. The girl who, her husband's now working all the time and is busy with that, and she's kind of fulfilling a void with a robot. So you can imagine where it's going to go from there. Or at least where you think it's going to go. Sorry. And that's really what the whole plot is about. I'll take a drink here. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Alright, so that's what the whole thing's about. It seems more like, when you see the filming of it, of like a B-rated film maybe, but that's okay. And I don't know if I recognize any of the actors. The girl I kind of recognize, but I don't remember what she was in. So, and Henry was a robot. So he acted pretty well as a robot. I think bottom line, it wasn't incredibly well shot. More like a TNT type movie. You know what I mean? Like, not TNT, because they just show remade movies. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, a lower budgeted made movie. And that, even with the acting and when he's in the office and stuff like that, it's not fantastic. Let me put it to you that way. But it's really about, for me, it was really about the storyline, and you're kind of watching it, kind of predicting what's going to happen here, what's going to go on. And then they hit you with it, and it was like, okay, that made it a little bit better, Not that I hated it going through it. I was interested, but it wasn't anything great, and I thought it was very predictable. I was a little bit wrong, but it works once you see the whole film. I think it's worth watching. It's I don't know. You get the gist of what could happen there and what's going on, but if you're interested, check it out. It's, the robot, he's not really as robotic, you know what I mean? He does a good job of acting, like he only does what they tell him, and he can understand what they're feeling and kind of react to that and give them what they need as well too. So that kind of I don't know if that made any sense, but there you go. That's what I got. I'm not going to go on any further. I think it's worth watching if you can deal with the low budget aspect. And I'm not saying terrible low budget, but you'll know what I mean when you've seen enough movies. You'll get the gist. And the not so great acting, if you can get to that, I think the story is okay, but really where they went with the story, I think makes it for me, makes it worth watching. So hopefully that was helpful. I don't want to spoil it for you, but hang in there. If you get like partway through and you think, I'm not going to do it, no, stick with it. Go with it. You know, if you get halfway through or 3/4 of the way through, you got to see it through anyway. So that's my advice. So that's it. If you do check it out, love to hear your thoughts. Drop me some comments. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And also, tell all your friends. And continue to tune in to Kimmel's Irish Pub.